And we start with best versus best in Atlanta. The Atlanta Braves, the best record in all of MLB, 17-6. They take on the team with the second best winning percentage in all of Major League Baseball. The Cleveland Guardians at this moment, after a win yesterday at home, bouncing back against Boston, 18-7. So today in the ATL, it's the Braves and the Guardians. Atlanta greater than a $2 favorite. Best versus best. Why is Atlanta greater than a $2 favorite against Cleveland?
Everybody's scared to bet against Atlanta, and sometimes rightfully so at this point. If you take a look at the weather conditions down there in Atlanta, 74 degrees with a wind blowing in here from right field at 10 miles per hour. But here's the interesting part. Take a look at Logan Allen, the left-handed pitcher on the mound. Struggling this year, as some lefties do, against right-handed batters. Benny's faced 94 of those, a 271 ISO power number and a 379 weighted on base percentage. So immediately, where do your eyes go? To the right-handed batters in the lineup tonight here for the Atlanta Braves. Now, let's take a look overall at the lineup itself. You're figuring left-handed batters, or left-handed pitchers, right-handed pitchers, not going to be any difference for the Atlanta Braves, but there is a market difference. Acuna, Albies, and Riley typically do damage against everybody, but take a look against lefties this year. 037 ISO power number for Acuna, 136 for Ozzy Albies. Austin Riley at 138. That doesn't match up. There's two guys in the lineup tonight that I would take a look at for RBI props tonight if you're looking for that Brave section. It's Marcel Ozuna, 38 at-bats he's faced against left-handed pitching. How about this? A 226 ISO power number and a weighted on-base percentage of 458. Sensational. Also with a low K rate below 20% against lefties. Adam Duvall, 33 bats he's had against left-handed pitching this year, Ben. 259 ISO and a 378 weighted on-base percentage. If you don't want to take a look at that high price there, that high total, those two guys there plus money, Ozuna and Duvall here, to get an RBI apiece, I think that makes some sense in this matchup.
So now we go to Milwaukee, the Brew Crew, the best team in the National League Central at this moment with the best record, 16-8. Lost the first two games of a four-game set against Pittsburgh this week, bounced back with two consecutive wins. They take on the New York Yankees. Luis Gil on the bump today, and the Yanks booked as a road favorite in Milwaukee. Again, we're seeing the teams that we expect to be favorites pretty much each and every day for 162 in MLB, booked as those favorite sides today.
Yesterday, the problem with the New York Yankees wasn't getting base runners. I believe they stranded 15 runners yesterday. Tough scene for me as well. I thought I could get at least an RBI or two out of Juan Soto and or Aaron Judge. It didn't work out, even though in the first inning of that game, the bottom of the first, you probably should have at least 2 runs by the Yankees. They lose that one, so looking for a bounce-back effort. But here's the issue. You see that graphic up there? It's an 8.5 number on the run. You say, boy, I think the Yankees were able to help out here. And also, when you're trying to take a look at the Milwaukee Brewers, fresh off of a pretty good offensive performance yesterday. But I lean towards the under. You take a look at Colin Ray, not really a household name, but he's had some decent starts here. 94 batters that he's faced on the season. Take a look at his combined ISO and weighted on base percentage. 103 and 298. That's fantastic. You take a look at the other side. Gil has been a really good pitcher here on the mound for the New York Yankees. You know, pitching just about as good as anybody right now in the American League. I'll take the under 8.5 in this game, Ben.
Yeah, I like that look as well. Total at 7.5 in Fenway tonight because it's an Aces affair. And the focus on Shota Imanaga in his first year in Major League Baseball with the Chicago Cubs, a 3-0 record. And right now for Imanaga, a .84 ERA. He has allowed 2 earned runs in total in his 4 starts. Chicago, a very slight favorite at -110 against the Red Sox.
Usually tough to see that 8 at Fenway and say you want to go under, but also keep in mind 2 very good pitchers on the mound, but also include this. 49 degrees, Ben, at first pitch tonight. Wind blowing in from right field at 7 miles an hour. It just makes sense to me that this game is probably more of an under than an over.
The Cubbies have won 3 straight. They take that win streak into Boston tonight. Now we go up to the Great White North where the Dodgers continue their East Coast swing. The Toronto Blue Jays hosting L.A. today. -124 Los Angeles, pretty much always going to be booked as a favorite. Total at 9, despite Chris Bassett being on the bump for the Jays.
Yeah, let's keep it simple in this game, too. Bassett really struggles with left-handed batters, as he did last year. Why is that important? I don't know. You got Shohei Ohtani. Take a look at Shohei Ohtani's numbers against right-handed pitchers this year. 70 at-bats he's had, Ben, a 475 ISO power number. Just to put that again, if you're not used to hearing that terminology, about a .170 is the Major League Baseball average. He's at a 475, not through 3 at-bats, 5 at-bats, or 10 at-bats. That's 70 at-bats here. If you're looking for other left-handed batters in the lineup that do make some sense, look no further than Max Muncy in the middle of that lineup. 64 at-bats against right-handed pitching here, Ben. 231 ISO, 358 weighted on base percentage. 2 RBIs I'm looking at there, Ohtani and also Max Muncy here.
Shohei Ohtani right now, 3rd best batting average in Major League Baseball. Mookie Betts leads them all at a 374 average, and Will Smith mixed in, by the way, in the top 5. Quickly here, DRS, let's just show the odds. We can talk about it a little bit later on an aces affair in San Diego. Joe Musgrove for San Diego. Aaron Nola on the other side for Philly, trying to back up what Zach Wheeler did yesterday, blanking the Reds in Cincinnati. Philly a slight road favorite.